Ladies and gentlemen, reacting to your setups live on stream. This is episode 3. Let's get it.
Check me out, y'all.
We're starting off with Imagine. I'm assuming his name is Luke or Puke, you know, one of the two. Okay, so we got two GutzyAiden mouse pads. Thank you for supporting. We got the Aqua and Jake's one first. We also had 2 shelves. It looks like some G Fuel on the top. I think that your overall setup has potential, but I think the cable management's obviously first, right? If you want to check it out, check out my recent video on how to cable manage. I put a lot of time and thought into that episode, so if you guys want to check that out, check it out now. This basically could just use some cable management, and honestly, it'd be really good. That's honestly what you need to do. For these, what I could recommend is if you wanted, you could get a raceway that is like just a white raceway that kind of runs along this wall, and you can kind of just like go across and then connect them. You can take this power strip, mount it to the bottom of your desk with some 3M, get some J raceways like I said in that video, and then get that as well. This has a lot of potential. I would say for this plant too, I'd put this plant over here and then run the cable straight down, make this look really clean. But chat, what do you guys think? 1 out of 10. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? 8.5. Chat saying 7, 6, 7, 5. I'm thinking it's probably like a 6, and here's why. For one, it does have some personality, but the personality like doesn't really show. Like I can't really tell who would be sitting here, right? And plus I don't know you personally, so that's kind of hard to tell. But like this Luke sign's gotta go, bro. It's gotta go. Honestly, overall, it looks, you know, enough to where if you played games on it, you'd have a good time. You got everything you need. You got your monitors in a good orientation. You got your PC. You've got good mouse pads. You've got a good desk. You know, you got the foundation, right? Now it's improving upon that foundation to make it better. Overall, it looks pretty good. So we got Ben's setup. 1 monitor setup. I think that's the... Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on this. Is this a Corsair case? It's the Rosal. Yeah. Okay. It looked like a Corsair case, but the fans kind of threw me off. Kill management wise, not bad. I mean, at least it's hidden, right? Like, the only thing I would tell you is maybe put this, you see this thing right here for your headset? I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a retractable cable or whatever, but what I would do is mount that underneath the desk and get a hanger for your headset. So then you could hang your headset underneath and this cable would kind of just run right under your desk instead of over your desk. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I like 1 monitor setups. This setup looks great. The only thing you can improve upon is personality, and I know I say that a lot. Like for being a 1 monitor setup, you know, it's strictly just playing games, hanging out. You know, if you ever want to add another monitor, you can. I mean, there's a lot of upgradability to the setup. You know, it's next to a window, so you can't really go further, but you can go up, you can go to the side, you can go, you know, however you want. You have a nice mic placement. So overall, this is a really decent setup. This is Kaz's setup right here. Okay. The Rode mic, you got a GA, the 4th of July limited pad, which we don't see much of those because they sold out really fast. Oh, I love the keyboard. I love the acrylic with that blue and white red fade. I love that. Oh, hold on. And I even love that his Go XLR is red, white, and blue. You guys see this? That's clean. I like that a lot. And, oh, hold on. Go back. Wallpaper. The green throws it off. Good call. Good call. But hey, let's keep going. So we got a red, white, and blue PC. He's got a water-cooled CPU. I don't think the GPU is water-cooled, but this is really cool. He's got red, white, and blue on his RAM, and his RAM has different lighting effects. That's really fucking cool. And then he's also got a Spider-Man chair. That shit's sick. So from what I can see in this setup, the only thing is your wallpapers, a little bit of your cable management, and overall, I really like this setup. The attention to detail on every little thing to make it red, white, and blue besides your wallpaper. Honestly, this looks really clean, dude. Ooh. Okay, explicit. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. I gotta think about how I say these. For one, the desk is small, okay? I really appreciate you supporting the mouse pads, but don't buy a mouse pad this big if your desk doesn't fit it. I love the mouse pad and I appreciate you for supporting, but you know, this desk space, it's not a 1. Okay, let me explain this. He could actually still use this desk, and let me explain how he could. What he could do is he could mount these audio interfaces underneath the desk. He could mount this monitor a little bit lower, run the cables behind this, go straight down here, and then run the raceway over to his PC where he could have underneath his desk. Then he could mount this mic here on this other side, which would allow him to basically put it behind his monitor when he doesn't use it, and he could have it on this side and mount all the stuff underneath underneath his desk on the left, which allow him to cable manage it all behind himself. And honestly, you don't really need to put a Google Home on your desk. It doesn't really have any purpose. The C920, by the way, I noticed you may be a streamer in some way. I don't know. If you want to start streaming, what I'd recommend is once you lower this monitor here and bring it down, you can put this camera on top of that monitor. Or if you want to move this mount to the other side and keep your mic on this side, then either way it's fine. And honestly, what you've done so far is good. You just need to figure out a better organization system. 6.3, 4.5, 4, 3.5, 4.10. Okay. I think this is a 4, but with my changes, it has a definite potential to be a 7. And honestly, I would say it's a 4 right now. With the way it looks right now, it's a 4, but it has the potential to be a 7 if you do the things I told you. Gary, now we're getting into some shit. My guy. Now, this is clean. Okay, so what I can see here, you've got a triple monitor setup, which I really like. The bezels are really small on this. Exposed LEDs, not the biggest fan. You can always diffuse them. PC looks fine. Oh, God. Yeah, okay, that first picture was very deceiving. That first picture, chat, was very deceiving, chat. Okay, the PC's on point. But what I would tell you to fix your setup is, you know, run your cables for your monitor across your monitors. You see how you have like something behind here? I think that's a subwoofer, which should be on the ground. But what I would tell you is maybe make a way to hide all your cables in one and get a raceway to kind of run this around. Like this side looks great. Then you get to this picture and you see these cables that are running across this. I would recommend you to honestly run them on the back of the monitor, like from this way over to your PC. On this one, run it down the stand so you don't see it. I know you have a window right there, so it might be hard, but worst case scenario, if you don't ever open that window, you can just run the cables behind the window blinds and then put it through here. For this, you can basically get a Sigma rack or get a couple raceways and run it from the left over, then do a 90-degree turn and then this way. So you'll have basically raceway here, run all the cables through. Worst case scenario, if all of them don't fit, then just basically put some like 3M clips and put them on there and just hold up this big ass thing of them. And then I would recommend some Velcro stuff. Again, watch my YouTube video on cable management. I'm going to keep recommending that video because, again, it's one of the best videos that I've made because I can keep referencing it. Your PC looks great. Again, the cables. Overall, your setup has a great potential to be better. 7. I think 7 is solid. I wouldn't go as far to say an 8, but I'd say a 7. If he fixes the cable manage, it's probably like a 9. And also the color scheme, right? I like the, honestly, Assistant, I agree, but it's everybody's preference. You can't get on them for monitor placement because not everybody has their preferences. So I would say it's pretty decent, but it could use some work. Fire Cookie, my guy. Okay, buddy. This man's trying to self-promo. Anyway. What's up, Aquatic? How's it going, man? First impressions, boys. First thing I would say, a mouse pad on top of a mouse pad, I understand. You know, I understand that sometimes. In this case, it doesn't need to be that way. Your color scheme's a little interesting to me. This orange, blue, and like white. I don't know the color scheme, but it's really different of a color scheme. I've never seen something like this. I'm confused on why you went a white monitor arm when you have a black and red kind of theme. I'm assuming that you had a red and black setup before, but now you've kind of changed it over time, which is fine. But you got to be consistent with the color scheme. If you're going to be consistent here, you got to be consistent throughout the whole setup. I appreciate you using dark mode, and I appreciate you watching the stream. It's kind of all over the place, agreed, with some simple things. I can't see the cable management, but from what I can see, it's pretty good. I don't see a cable in sight besides your keyboard and mouse, which is normal. Overall, I would say this is probably a 5 or a 6 in my opinion. The reason I wouldn't go 6 is color scheme. It's just kind of all over the place. I feel like if you're going to go white PC build, you're going to have to go either white everything or else. It's just kind of like all over the place. And I'm thinking a 5, maybe a 6. Has a lot of potential. I'm assuming you're building your keyboard. Think, chat. What do you guys think? Personally, I don't like this foam here. The gap in the wall makes it look really weird for me. Hey, his monitors might be high because he's probably pretty tall. So that's normal. I really like the desk. Hey, I love that he's got a snack basket, chat, because low-key, I need one of those. Low-key, chat, I need one of those. I need a snack basket, man. I would say the foams don't really add any significant purpose to this setup. The only thing I'd recommend is maybe I would honestly take these down and just not even use them. you know, cable management, you said you already needed to redo the cable management, but I wouldn't even put them in here because it doesn't really add anything to your setup, and honestly, it doesn't look that good. So, but overall, I like your keyboard stuff, but I would say declutter, like you said, and maybe mount your audio interfaces and stuff below your desk. Overall, you've done a pretty good job at like keeping everything where you want it, but I would say instead of these panels, maybe get shelves and put your built keyboards on there, or your extra switches on there and jars, or something like that, just to keep like a cool consistency through it. What I'd say is maybe do one long shelf or two small ones and then a long one, whatever you want to do. Might look really good in the setup, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know how long you have on this wall, but I would think in the setup, I think it's maybe a 6. After you cable manage it, maybe an 8. Dude, this has a lot of fucking potential, bro. Bro, this has a lot of potential. I love these fucking skylights, man. Chat, I fuck with these fucking skylights, man. I wish I had one. You know how cool and cozy this setup makes me feel? This shit makes me feel cozy as hell. I would mount your monitor or sell this monitor and get an ultra wide. If you don't plan on streaming or making or playing games that often and you're using this mainly for you know, productivity and stuff, I would say a ultra wide and mount it right here. On the side of this, you can have a headphone hanger. What I can also let you know, I know that we have white Alex drawers, and this is, let me just tell you as well. For me, for someone who has a white Alex drawer, I didn't want a black headphone hanger. And there's a brand that makes it called Opier, and this is the headphone hanger that I'm gonna put in my setup. It's white and it's very hard to see. It doesn't fold up, but it's very hard to see. And you can essentially put your headphones like that on it, and it would make it look super clean. Your PC looks a little outplaced, but I would say go for a white and black build here. If you're looking to build your PC more, I would say go a white 4000D here, or a white Lee and Lee Mini, or the no white edition. But overall, make it white, because I feel like this would make this look really clean with hints of yellow, like this poster here. You got some cars here, maybe put a shelf above it with or on the side. I think it would be really cool if you put a white shelf here with some cars on it. It look really, really clean. All of these things I've been thinking of all come down to, you know, what you want to do with your setup. I really think ultra wide's to play here. If you're getting an interface, I would say maybe mount it or put it right here. You have a lot of desk space to work with. But man, this looks so fucking clean, man. 1660 Super with a Ryzen 3600. The boom arm is behind the monitor and getting a low mousepad swirl. Both monitors are mounted with a dual monitor mount. Get all the criticism you can, and sorry for the bad photo. Personally, I'm happy about my setup, but I'm lucky and I'm 13 years old. What I recommend, cable management looks good from what I can see. Keyboard and mouse, if you're happy with it, you're happy with it. You said you're switching out your mouse pad, which is fine. Thank you for supporting the mouse pads. If you have a Lee and Lee, I would say get more fans. That's the next thing you can upgrade in your setup. At 13, I know it's kind of hard to buy certain things, but if you need to, maybe upgrade your fans over time. Maybe get more of these fans. I know that fans are really expensive recently. So what I would tell you is get at least one more fan here, one more fan here, and 3 more here if you can. But honestly, the cable management looks good from what I can see. For 13-year-old, this is really, really good. It's way better than my setup at 13. I think this setup probably is a 6, maybe 6.5. I think it's really has a lot of potential. I think the PC's kind of throwing it off for me. What do you guys think? 1 out of 10. 5.5, 7. I would say it's a 5 or a 6. I would say 6. I'm gonna go 6. 2080 Super i9 10900K, 32 gigs of RAM in both PCs. What? What the fuck? Whoa. I want to replace all my monitors with a 49-inch 240 hertz from Samsung. This is incredible, man. Not a fucking cable in sight besides this one. I don't know what this is for. I'm assuming it's the camera. I think this is another 10. Legitimately. This is incredible. All right, chat. Let's get a one last rating. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10, chat. 1 out of 10. Yeah, see, literally my whole chat's saying 10, bro. It's meant to be. Great setup, bro. And I know you're a YouTuber too, so keep making videos, bro. Literally, you have the potential to go far, especially with a setup like this. All right, we're moving on. I know I love this setup. I know we had a really good time looking at it, but it's time to move on. Rancho, I'm sorry that you had to go next. I'm sorry you had to go next after it, bro. Oh, man. That's fucked. Hey, what do you guys think, man? Honestly, the setup's not bad. It's more the cable management. It has a lot of potential, though. Straightening out the monitors is the key to this. And cable managing everything, like, would be your best option. I would say put your PC on the ground and straighten out your monitors. But if you don't want to do that, then you have the right idea. Also, I would say maybe just cable manage everything. And then, you know, you have like that back panel right here. You can just ram it to that. Imagine with no cables in sight. Oh, I know. It would be really great. I think my rate on this is maybe a 6. I think, honestly, the only problem with this is it literally being just the cable management. I don't think there's anything else wrong with this. Ladies and gentlemen, reacting to your setups live on stream. This is episode 3. Let's get it. All right, perfect. That was perfect. One take, Drake. What can I say, boys?